Shout out when they can hear us. That does happen occasionally.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jason, if you can inform us when that happens. Thank you.
All right, yay! They can hear us now. All right, welcome to Bingo Bash.
Well,
this is a tournament
welcome.
match of Breath of the Wild Bingo. So we will have oh my gosh, 20. Did that just say 20?
Yeah, 20.
Yep, 20,
Yep.
20 subs. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That's quite a bit of subs. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Woo. Yes, thank you so much. We have a ton to talk about, so I'm going to put that on the backboard for later. First off, we have two teams who are going to be fighting it out blackout style to collect 13 goals. And so, what goals are we seeing on this card, guys?
So okay, there's a couple of
Game over by
ones
bees
really
could be fast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be fast. I got my eye on like 3 Giant Brothers and Full Barbarian set. Those are my 2 favorite goals in this board already.
Oh, nice! Yeah, we haven't seen that in a while.
Full Barbarian set is fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun.
Yeah, that means all the labyrinths. So that's got a lot of travel across the game. So that's kind of nice.
Activate 4 towers could be fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's going to be really fast.
More side quests.
Yeah.
You just need to do Cocos.
And we also have the full rubber set, so actually 2 full sets to go for today, huh?
And then there's
10 acorns.
1 secret hot spring.
One secret hot spring could go well with the hard-boiled egg.
Oh, yep.
Yes,
that is true.
Indeed.
Yep, you could just take an egg and you got 2 goals. Although that would be fast in castle as well.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
Okay, there's like a few of my favorite goals on this board. Like 12 side quests is so much fun, and wow.
Yeah.
Yes, and our longest goal today, which I mean, we kind of hope we won't see in some ways, but we kind of hope we will. It's a great goal. Ancient Weapon, Bow, and Shield is on the board.
I just noticed the 2 Labyrinth Shrine quests that could go well with the full Barbarian set.
Oh my gosh, it really does.
It's great synergy, yeah.
That's funny. I was going to say full rubber set would be faster because you only have to go... The 3 locations you have to go are not nearly as far as the from the plateau kind of thing. However, if you know you're getting 2 goals, it kind of makes the full Barbarian set a little more worth it, yeah. 3 Dueling Peaks Koroks. That's fast. That's very fast.
That's
I mean, like
super fast.
It's very fast.
Is that which is faster, that or to collect 10 acorns? Because you can collect 10 acorns right on plateau.
For me personally, I would say Dueling Peaks Koroks would be faster.
Okay,
I think so too. I think that Dueling Peaks Koroks could be faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both really close.
Yeah, closing in to the actual peaks, there's like, I don't know, I can think of about 8 fast Koroks.
Right. Yeah. I can think of a lot just going on the way that are fast, yeah.
There are about 7 or 8 level 25 goals. I knew I was going to see a level 25 goal. A couple of the goals we've kind of been trying to avoid. And so that kind of makes it even less options. So that's kind of why we've been seeing that a lot. What Divine Beast is on this board? There's always a Divine Beast.
I'm trying to see which Divine Beast.
Fragment. No,
Arbrisa's Fury.
Nice.
Arbrisa's Fury, sure.
Naboris.
Which one is the Fragmented Monument, though?
That's in Lurelin.
You need the camera for that one.
Oh, it's the shielded, like what? The Mirror of Twilight one, right?
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, that's it. It's a good callback to that. Yeah, nice.
Right.
All right, well, the action is about to start. We're giving our runners 5 minutes of routing time. So in the meantime, between now and then, hi, my name is Just Call Me MB. I'm happy to be one of our commentators today, but I'm even happier to be joined by Vlad Israel and Mrs. Spock.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Vlad.
I'm Mrs. Spock.
Thanks so much, guys, joining.
Hey, so circling back to something really important that happened as soon as we got voice privileges, we got 20 gifted subs, which means a lot, as you all know. Bingothon is a charity marathon event that happens twice a year, and the proceedings from gifted subs and such all go into maintaining the structure that we need to actually organize those events. So
Rather,
thank you so
during
much.
the actual event, the actual charity, like the donations made during the event will go towards this time Doctors Without Borders. And so know
Right.
that anything given right now is just going to make sure that we do have the means for those donations to go to Doctors Without Borders. And that event is happening in about 3 weeks, actually.
And our first goal of the card.
Indeed. Game over
Yep,
from
we
bees,
called it.
as predicted.
And it doesn't seem too sniped. It was crazy. Crazy was kind of in that direction too, though. So I didn't see if he was also going for it.
I didn't see
Was
either.
heading there. Looked like maybe he was thinking about heading there, but didn't really commit that much.
Yeah, right. Blink and you miss a goal. That definitely can happen. Especially with the 4 screens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did we
So-
lose Lit Books stream?
Looks like it. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
there
back.
it is.
Alright. So I will say kind of interesting that the runners are getting like the crazy pepper, the peppers and things like that to me, because the just with the eggs on the board, I feel like why not go for the eggs? Then you have a goal. Or the acorns, it's acorns and eggs, my bad.
Acorns, yeah.
Ah, that's why.
Mhm.
I was so confused. Why did I think eggs and acorn? Wow, totally different.
I think
There's
we've
an
been
odd
seeing
like
a lot.
eggs
Eggs
on the board, maybe.
Yeah.
So Crazy's
More
collecting
coming.
eggs.
Well, that's probably because of the hard-boiled eggs, so there you go. It's good.
Mhm.
Keep it in your pocket for later. Hope you don't sit on it.
Hopefully.
Maybe that's why Link can't sit in this game, is because he has eggs in his bags. There you go.
That's a good reason. Don't want to get the pants dirty either, so.
Stumpy's going to the desert.
Probably gonna go rush Gerudo Tower and then focus on doing tower goals. Which is not a bad strategy, actually.
And you have that tower. If he does that, he's kind of not going that way, it seems right now. But if Stompy does that, then he would have a good warp for the labyrinth.
Also
the
true.
tower.
And
the wrong
Nabarus.
tower. My bad. Gerudo Tower is
Yeah.
the Highlands, not the Wasteland.
Sure, yeah. But also not a bad warp point for the lower labyrinth, so.
That's true, yeah. I mean, it's an easy BLSS off that tower to that labyrinth,
Yep.
either way.
True.
You definitely have the height required.
Mhm. I wonder how easy it is, though, to make like a BLSS from Gerudo Tower to Wasteland Tower. Because that would also like help him out a bit. If he intended to do 4 towers.
Yeah, we'll see. Future Lander grabbing the Phrenic bow. Kind of an interesting grab. What bow kind of goals do we... bow-driven goals do we have? Anything?
Not really that
I don't
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
I mean, it's
related
just
to
a
that.
good goal to have,
Oh,
so...
Future Lander really made an unlucky choice over there, because he was trying to get the drown animation cancel with the Korok and like be brought in all the way back up from where he fell. But he did have 1 heart, so when he drowned, he actually died. That is so unfortunate. Very true, Cynic.
Whoa, Crazy is setting up. This is a first for me, setting up a BLSS off of the Temple of Time.
Yeah, that's the 80% BLSS.
Yeah, I've seen that
most.
before.
But I've never seen anyone climb quite at that high up. That's interesting to me.
Is Crazy going for the line? No?
Maybe. Nope, doesn't drop down.
Nope, doesn't.
I will say there's acorns pretty close to here. There's a whole bunch of them, but he seems to not be quite that direction.
Maybe?
And that's where Lipbucks actually is. She's at the acorn spot.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe Crazy is going on all the way over for the rubber armor.
Oh, maybe.
Ooh. Good call. This BLSS keeps getting kind of cut a little short, but it isn't. I don't know. He's not going towards the Thunder Plateau after all. He's going past.
He's going to.
I am very
Bangkok?
confused.
Yeah.
Maybe the bowling game.
Oh, maybe.
But this isn't bowling. This is golf.
No, but in Ibra.
Yeah, in Ibra. Yeah.
Maybe he's listening.
Is he trying to bounce off the canyon walls here? We'll see. Oh, no, he's going for Rito. Maybe he is doing the combination hard-boiled egg and that's probably what it is. The hard-boiled egg and the
spring.
Yeah.
Dumpy going for a barbarian set, I think.
And the labyrinth.
Labyrinth, yeah.
It doesn't seem to be dropping in at the right spot. Maybe he's got
it does not.
Another plan?
I think he might just not know.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't know.
Where exactly to go.
Because he's on the wrong side.
Yep, he's probably looking it up right now.
And it's probably wiser to do that than just guess, right? Because once you get down there, it's pretty punishing.
Mm-hmm. Crazy wants to cook, but you know, because he hasn't started the main quest, the cooking pot's not active yet.
Oh. Wow. Huh.
Yeah, fun fact, if you talk to the Rito leader and go and come here to meet Teba, that cooking pot is lit.
And that's the first goal for Jammie Waffles.
Nice. Also has Stasis Blessing here. That's not a bad goal, is it?
Ooh.
Is Stasis the one ancient course? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So you either need to know the shrines or defeat guardians.
True.
Alright, Stompy figured out the right spot. Just gotta look for that malice in the side there and then drop in.
Crazy Easy found the secret hot spring.
Very nice, and then going for the twofer. Get in the hard-boiled egg.
Arrive in Akala.
Fairies. He's collecting fairies.
But also talk to Kilton, maybe is his
maybe
goal?
too.
Also probably.
Because he did collect the 4 fairies in CAC.
I see.
So I'm guessing he's doing that.
Oh, combination.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, probably knows, right? The strat for getting fairies. Because you can't just approach it.
No. Well, you need to hold them for the others
You have to have them outside of your inventory. And holding them keeps them outside of your inventory, technically.
Very convenient. And
Lit
thanks, Sean,
Lil
for
Poofs.
the sub to Little Boofs.
Huh.
I almost read lip books, and then I was like, no, wait, that's not.
Yeah, I was wondering, maybe Sean intended to gift a sub to Litbooks, but then that came up.
Maybe.
That lucky person.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yep.
it was a typo! Oh,
Yeah,
no. Okay. Stampy has what it looks like. He's back to the Gerudo Wasteland Tower. Is he going for... Or no, yeah, he was at the Gerudo Highlands. Now, is he going for Wasteland or not? Let's see. I'm curious. Or do you just rush the Labyrinth goals now that you've kind of bought into that?
I'd probably try to get towers first. Towers, I mean, even though the cutscenes are super long, it's still faster. So at this point, if I was Stompy, I'd probably drop down at like... I guess I'd try to go to Hebra Tower or to Bantha Tower to get the Labyrinth, like, more easily get to the Hebra Labyrinth.
He's kind of going diagonally across, though. He's kind of more headed towards the woodland right now.
Yeah.
It looks like, so. Or yeah, maybe Lanayru.
Or maybe even Akala.
Maybe he's going to Akala, yeah.
Oh, a lot of lag. He had a few lag stops with the PLS.
Yeah, Crazy had some stops too, actually. The game's being quite slow today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it looks like it's pretty sure now he's going straight to Akala. It is the highest tower. So it's kind of a nice, kind of nice vantage point.
I think, yeah. But from his, he might be... Is it the one going for the barbarian set? I can't remember.
I would think so. He got the labyrinth. So.
Yeah, okay.
And oh my goodness, we've got 2 more subs from Sean and 5 more from our restreamer. Wow. Thank you,
wow.
Jason. Yeah, and 2 people in the community, Weltrail and Tackles Us. Nice. I'm liking the routing that I'm seeing so far. I feel like these teams are both doing pretty well about, like, funny enough, we have no, like, snipe goals yet. Like, we've not, I mean, you know, not, like, there's nothing that overlaps, but I don't feel like either team has made any, like, bad decisions about, like, you know, going for things too early or, yeah, like...
They don't seem to go for the same things either, so...
Yeah. It looks like the teams are having completely different priorities and what goals they're choosing to take.
Yeah, because I don't think Lit and Crazy, neither of them have worked on towers at all.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, which is, I mean, fine. I mean, there's plenty of other goals to go for. Obtain 5 fairies is still not been claimed.
No, Future Lander didn't get the fairies as I thought he was gonna do.
Yeah. Side quests might be, yeah, there you go. That's a good eye by Sean. There are some side quests. That's a good probability of snipes.
Yeah. Well, Future Lander does have a warp in CAC, so I don't know if he could just do the Coco side quests.
I think that's what maybe Crazy is trying to go for right now.
Is he looking for something to kill? He kind of looks like he's looking for something to kill right now. It was like he's scoping
I
out,
was
like,
thinking.
you do need some meat.
Yeah.
So,
Bird doesn't work though.
nope.
I do appreciate the,
But that was a
thinking
good.
on your feet.
That was a nice kill though.
Yeah, yeah.
It was, yeah.
There.
Got a nice 2 slices of raw meat. Nice. So yeah, he needs and a boko right on his side. Woo! Woohoo!
Wow,
Future is back for those fairies. If the fairies
Yeah.
will load in. Well, I mean he'll have to check out his current fairies though. But the great fairy hasn't even loaded in yet, funny enough.
Oh, maybe he doesn't know that he needs to take out the 4 fairies that
Ooh.
he already has.
He keeps trying to,
I think
yeah.
he's waiting for them to spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But
Oh man.
GG's
Just
Stompy
runs
though,
away,
marking
yeah.
off the 4 towers. Oh. I guess that's one way.
he did use a fairy on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that's one way to try and force a spawn.
But you can only sacrifice. So it's 3, right? If you have 3 or less, other fairies will spawn?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But if he has 4 and he just used 1, he shouldn't have to do any more, huh?
Yeah, I don't think so, but yeah, just taking the fairies out is the best way to do this.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you have less than 3, they spawn. Oh, I see. So he'd have to kill himself once more.
Okay. Okay. 3 or less. Thought it was 3 or less, but I guess it is less than 3, huh?
No fairies, and they're not gonna be there.
Well, there you go.
So
That's confirmation that, yeah, that you need to have
he's
less than 3.
Stumpy getting the second labyrinth.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, don't drop him! Don't drop him!
There it is.
Don't do it!
There it
Alright.
is.
Alright. Phew.
Okay. Just wait it out, dude. Don't try anything funny.
Yeah. It's right there. It's so close, but so far.
There it is.
Got it.
Well, speaking of so close but so far, Lid is slowly making her way up this woodland tower. Be curious to see, Stompy's been focusing on the labyrinths. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll show soon. He's probably just about to mark off his second one because he's gotten both of the shrine quests.
Maybe let's go for Korok trial.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I don't see anything else woodland related on the card.
Yeah.
And Stompy has not marked the 2 labyrinth shrine quests. He's definitely done 2. I'm wondering if he's purposely delaying marking.
Oh,
Or no, he just did. Yeah, he just did. There you go. Made sure you would get it. You get the complete before you do the shrine. As long as you open the shrine, you get the shrine quest. So it's funny. I thought maybe
about to get 4 side quests.
Nice. Yeah, I thought maybe that was a situation where he wanted to hold off because it kind of shows he's going for a full barbarian set. But yeah, 7-3 is a decent spread. And it will be 7-4 in just a moment because of the side quests.
Yes.
Yeah, so if he does the other ones in CAC, I think there's 8 in total.
Yes.
So we would
I
just
think
need 4 others to do the 12.
without getting camera, I think you can do 7 like right away.
Yeah.
For side quests, nice.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Futurelander will go for next. He's done with that goal. I would probably send someone to, I mean, 6 Vigilant Koroks is fast. I know it's not an ideal region for Koroks, but like, 6 is doable.
I agree. No, six Koroks. I think the biggest problem with Ridgeland is that Koroks that I remember from there are mostly apple Koroks, so I'd have to have apples.
Mm.
Well, I think Satari Mountain is in Ridgeland, right?
It is, yeah.
And there's a lot of Koroks there, so...
Yes, indeed. Love how... Okay, so Stompy did the nice thing and dropped the ruby after getting it by accident. But he forgot that DLC is allowed in this match.
Yeah. The anonymous gifter is actually to thank for Reikelt's sub. Fun fact. Like, scrolled back and looked.
Okay, so it looks like Crazy does not know where Coco or Cutla is supposed to be.
Oh, he was too low.
Yeah, she's on the... yeah.
But why? Is he doing that for rock salt? For crab risotto?
No, probably for side quests.
Yeah, I think he's just doing side quests.
But he already... Oh, there's 12. I see. On top of
there's
4.
12 side quests. Cool.
Yeah.
I will say, in a bingo, someone did actually need rock salt and was not getting rock salt from ores, which is just hilarious because I get rock salt all the time, like literally all the time. But they needed it for a meal, and they were not getting it, and so they
did that quest.
One of the static ways to get it is play with Katla.
Yeah, but if you need salt, rock salt, you're not gonna get that.
Oh yeah,
same with Flint.
Yep.
Yeah, like Jason said, if you need rock salt, you're gonna get diamonds.
And the only place that you can buy any one of these things is Terrytown, correct?
Yeah.
Like even in Eldon, you can't just buy straight up what type of ore you need or what type of It's
I think
very
it's only
funny.
in Terrytown that you can buy gems.
Which we are not going to see Terrytown today.
Nope.
Yeah, Crazy has no idea where Katla's supposed to be.
Oh man. Well, looks like he's setting up a BLSS. Maybe he's just getting out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, the fence. So Futurelander is working on the camera.
Yeah, I didn't even actually... I mean, we have Fragment and Monument was the one thing we said we needed the camera for. Just the one?
Stasis Plus.
And obtain an ancient weapon and bow and shield actually does as well.
If it comes to
If
that.
it comes to that, yeah. But all right, 3 goals makes it worthwhile, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Apple Freezer. Me too. I'm surprised no one did the Coliseum Lionel yet.
Good point.
Indeed. That's a fast goal, especially unrestricted.
Oh, Crazy is really getting trolled by this NPC. There's our bowling minigame.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now
So the
Crazy
goal
is
is
going
to
for
get
crab
a
risotto.
spare and not a
Mm-hmm.
strike.
Ooh, wow, he knew his spot.
Did Lid go for the stealth trial?
Yes.
Oof. Oh,
Wait,
that's the
was it?
worst.
No, that
one.
was the Trial of Wood, actually.
Oh, it was? Okay. I thought it was the
Yeah.
stealth one.
Yeah, she got it.
Oh, she
Trial of
got it.
Wood.
Okay.
Quest of Wood is
Yeah.
complete, yeah.
Nice. Now she doesn't need to do the shrine.
Marking it just in case is always nice, though.
Mm-hmm.
Opening the warp.
Some trouble as to Pier with the bowling. Yep.
Yeah, because the goal is not to get a strike, but a spare.
Which means it takes 2 tries.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Necessarily 2 tries, yep.
Yep. Oh, he purposely threw the first one off to make sure it wouldn't even. Trouble. So Crazy maybe looking for crab locations?
Yeah, I think
Maybe?
so.
Yeah,
He's at the
Maybe.
bank near Lineru.
Yeah, there's a
exactly.
couple of crabs there. What else do you need for risotto?
Alien rice, which he's
Yeah.
already gotten.
Okay.
And
Rock salt.
rock salt.
And the rock salt. That's it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was butter.
Ooh, there might
That would
be.
make sense, actually.
Yeah, no, yep, there's butter too.
Is butter too? Okay.
Good call. You must be a chef.
Hmm.
No, I just play a lot of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Well, there's a crab, so we've got it. And yep, warp it away.
Future Lander about to do the fragmented monument, too.
Stumpy is close to getting the full barbarian set.
I think maybe Lit's about to do Regiland Koroks,
Maybe.
judging by the direction that she's going.
Unless she's going for the Coliseum Lionel, which I kind of doubt. Because I don't remember her picking up any ancient errors or
Events.
anything, right?
True.
I don't know. Yeah, no. Yeah, Koroks, I guess.
Really skipped it. Again, it's like 6. 6 Koroks is really not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Not as nice as 3, but I mean, come on. It's nice.
Yeah. And well, Lit, as a Hundo connoisseur, probably knows exactly where she needs to go to get the fastest ones.
Crazy did end up playing tag with Katla. So he got his rock
Nice.
salt.
He found her.
Yep. Yeah, I always pick hide and go seek because I know her spots.
Yes, I do the same thing.
I think tag is only really faster if you have like speed up food.
Mm-hmm.
I
Then
I
you just
never
catch up to
tried
her.
the tag one.
You just start from where you already were, you know? So, like, she has a little bit of a head start, but it's really not that much, so you can just run and catch up to her.
Yeah, 6'8".
Hmm.
This is an interesting. Like I'm just thinking kind of longer term. Like there have to be a couple snipes for Jammie Waffles to be able to win.
I would
Yeah,
agree, but I
it's
also think it's like still anyone's game, because after that, the goals start getting a little bit longer.
Stumpy didn't. I don't think he went to the right spot, but I might be mistaken.
Ooh.
You gotta land near the
Because I didn't
the
see any electric shoes.
exactly. You gotta land near the electric choo-choos,
Mm-hmm.
and
Unless, oh, never mind, he got it.
Hmm.
I mean, this labyrinth has a few of these like accesses, so maybe that's not really the right
This might
spot.
just be a chest. Yeah, he's saving a lot. Why is he saving so much? Oh, because of
Oh, he's
Because
full.
he's
about to
Oh,
die.
dying.
I see. Okay. I was gonna say what's going on, but yeah, no, yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have any food.
Yeah, tag's easy with thistle punching. Exactly, Apple. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Cool, cool.
Finally, crazy going to castle.
Yeah, kind of surprising considering a hard build egg could have been done in castle as well.
You could have just literally gone there and gotten the hard-boiled
Yeah.
egg ready.
Yep.
Use that same movement to like get an ancient arrow and be done with the Lionel as well.
Trying to load in the chest here on the observation deck. Come on. It's got to load in the malice, the bow, the pinwheel. There's a lot of things to load in. I wonder if he'll use those for, I mean, the three brothers, that would actually, would that be faster? Do they kill? Are
No,
Hinnix's
you
killed
could kill.
by?
No,
No, they're
because
not.
No, they're not. They're
because they're
overworked.
mini
Yeah, yeah.
bosses,
Okay.
so it doesn't
Good, good,
work.
good.
But you also don't need to kill them. You can just land in their
That's true.
chest.
Just land. Yep, land on their belly, steal their orb,
Mm-hmm.
and run away. Hmm. So with that full barbarian set and fragmented monument, whew, 10-6. Again, we're on that four goal spread.
Mm-hmm.
Stumpy's going for the castle, so we might see a snipe on the Lionel.
True. Yeah, yeah, Crazy's definitely gonna make it to the Lionel first.
Indeed. Let's load it in. Can't miss it.
Oh, and he
And
died.
not
Oh.
die.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's mean. Because especially, yeah, there's
That's so unfortunate.
I don't
his
know where the
BLSS.
safe
He's
is
gonna be
from.
back on plateau, hopefully. But worst case scenario, he'll have the arrow. I mean, he'll definitely have the arrows, but that'll put them neck and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Future's going to snipe. Nope.
he's back on the plateau tower. That's good. And Stompy has to now deal with the cutscene, the castle. Ugh.
Yeah, and Stompy just can't immediately away, so he has to like do some movement. That is why, folks, you opt to get the one near the is it a prison thing? The prison ruins? One ancient arrow that is close to a guardian.
Alright, there we go. Lionel is dead.
Okay.
Link is not.
How many
GG's crazy.
Koroks does Lit have? I didn't count.
Ooh, that is what
Oh,
we're
right. Yeah,
racing
Future is in
towards.
Ridgeland now, so
Is
there
this a
might.
double snipe? Oh wow, that'll be good for Jammie Waffles. If
Mm-hmm.
so,
Mhm.
we'll see how well. I mean, yeah, how well they know
She's
the
clearly
Korok.
ahead, but how much is the question, right? I think I saw her get, that I remember, 3 Koroks, I
And I
think.
will say, Future is a little distracted by the durians here, which is a good distraction. However, when you could possibly snipe someone.
Let's see. Oh. Okay,
Right,
no, that was
three.
the third.
3.
Come on, Lit. Just gotta rush it a
3
little
more,
more.
and there's just a few that are right there.
This will all go down to their knowledge, I guess. The Koroks.
Yeah, because Future just picked up his 4th. Wait, what? Oh no, but did he
What?
get the 3 dueling peaks
Oh.
from before? He
He
got
did, yeah,
my
he did,
bad.
he did.
My bad. Oh my gosh. I was like, that's not possible. Ah, not
Yeah, that would have
possible.
been kind of scary. That would have been a little too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's his first
Yeah.
Ridgeland Karak.
And Lit just got her 4th.
Yes, indeed.
So only 2 left.
Let's go, Lit, I believe. Totally not partial commentary, no.
Well, it's just nice to see, you hate to, you always want to cheer for the underdog, right? I definitely see the trend in commentary.
I think particularly I just want this game to go a little bit longer.
Right.
Yes.
We want more bingo, not less bingo. So therefore, we cheer for the underdog.
Exactly.
Not like they really are underdogs. It's just that, they're slightly behind at the moment.
Hmm.
And Lit is having a hard time with her wind bombs right now.
So funny enough, Stompy is also here at Maglaton, but probably just setting up a nice high BLSS. It's just kind of funny to me because he has towers that are plenty high, but we'll see where he goes. Crazy is, I think, going for Muojim, the three giant brothers.
Looks like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, I think Stompy's maybe going for Urbosa's Fury?
Ooh, seems a little early
no.
for that, but not. Okay, not
That's
terribly,
unfortunate
because
for
if
her.
your teammate, if Futurelander has the camera goals, then like he's got Stasis Plus, Opal earrings. That's like really RNG heavy. Like, would you? Can you find 10 flint and is it? I think 6 opal because you need to upgrade it as well. Like, I feel like
I can
Noboris
dupe
might
them.
be faster than than opal earrings. Like,
Okay, so
Okay, Lit
Lit has
only
gotta be quick about this because Futurelander's not that far behind. I think
yeah,
he's
that's true.
Oh,
he's
she's
getting
getting
his
her
5th
last
Korok.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Oh, she
the
missed the
tree!
tree.
Link, grab the
She
tree!
just missed the tree.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Okay, this is
Okay,
fine.
she got it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Snipe.
That was a pretty good snipe for Lit Books.
Yeah, he was on his 5th, so woo. That
Yep.
was getting close.
Yeah.
But GG's Lit. Phew.
Yeah, no, that handle knowledge coming in handy because I would have not gotten the other Korok.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. Alright, so Stompy's confirmed going for something Gerudo, either Opal Earrings, probably Urbosa's Fury. Does he have 600 rupees? He can sell the barbarian
He
clothes.
has a diamond.
Oh,
So
we got
Oh,
it.
it's
Okay,
true,
he's close
yeah.
enough. Yeah.
I think he grabbed the
A
diamond from
diamond and the
the
ruby,
Ibra in
at least.
the Ibra labyrinth, I think.
So does Future go for Stasis Plus, or does he go for full rubber set?
I mean, he already has cameras, so I'd personally try and get the cores. Now he has to unlock the fairies?
Hmm.
Because he
Ooh.
did just waste one.
Unless he
Wouldn't he
grabbed
have
more than
6?
5.
He would have 6, right? Or no, he would have.
He would have 5, I think,
trying to
because
remember how
he
many he would have.
got down to 3. Yep,
Pause champ.
unmarked goal.
Pause champ. Alright, there you go. Oh. That's a rough one. Yeah. Stompy is getting the Zelda TED Talk because he got close enough to Bashkala he could see Naboris. If you're Jammie Waffles, do you really necessarily go for the 5 fairies?
I mean, I probably wouldn't, but it's a quick goal either way. I probably wouldn't just because I feel like it's more out of the way. At
I
this
think
point, like this
it
far
would
in the game.
depend if, like, say that I had already gotten 3 or 4 fairies, and then I knew I only needed to go one location for it, right? Like, if I already had the 3 or 4, sure, I only have to go one place to complete to 5. But if I have 0 fairies, I don't think I'd go for it at this point.
Hmm.
And it looks like Future got it back anyway, so.
I think he reloaded.
Oh.
He reloaded. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something that he's now got to think about, is managing his health.
Yeah, no, he just got a few apples probably exactly because he
Yep.
doesn't want that to happen again.
So, Thunder Plateau, or is there an orb somewhere in here that I don't know about?
I think Thunder Plateau probably. And okay, maybe there's a Talus nearby. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not, I don't know. I don't know Ridgeland too well. I feel like Ridgeland is one of the areas that is like overshadowed by everything else.
There's a Talus that's more towards Grudo Highlands, like in Ridgeland. It's kind of like behind the Blood Moon Shrine, more or less. But yeah, he's going towards the castle now, so I'm definitely not sure what he's working on.
Yeah, I don't know. Cores, maybe?
Probably, I would say cores. Lit is back in Kakariko, probably gonna try and get Stasis Plus first.
Ooh, that's interesting. I would almost say full rubber set, but it's not easy goal, so I don't blame anyone for not going for that.
I mean, the worst part about full rubber set is Thunder Plateau.
Right.
Yeah. the other two are quite easy and close to each other.
Yes. Yeah, as long as you have an easy way to get to Farron.
Yeah. But Crazy is already in Farron, so maybe that's
that's true.
I'm gonna do after.
Sense. So it makes sense from there to get the pants and then the helm and
he's
eventually
got
make your way to Ridgeland again. So that makes sense.
Yeah. And then that just leaves us with the question is, then what is Future doing? That leaves us with that question. Like, we still don't know.
He's getting weapons.
Ancient arrow. What is that? Maybe he thinks Giant Brother, that'll help, but obviously, Crazy is just about to mark that off. Yeah.
I thought he
Was
was
he
going to the
getting?
castle for cores, but he doesn't seem to do that.
You don't
Maybe
get
he's just
ancient arrows
preparing.
yet. I mean, you'll want ancient arrows for ancient weapon, bow, and shield, just because of the sheer amount of guardians that you have to kill.
Why the attack up fish?
But yeah, no, that's
I don't know what he's
any
doing.
percent route right now. Like,
Yeah.
this is any percent.
Is it 3 core? Is it how many cores is it?
It is
I think
3. It's 3.
3
Basis
cores,
plus.
yeah.
Interesting.
Getting mats.
Materials, yes.
Yeah. It's really hard indeed.
Yeah, I did it just yesterday in a bingo, a co-op, so no rush. It took me 2 hours and 56 minutes. Fun facts. With, I will say, 4 other goals. That wasn't my only goal. I was working on 5 things. However, yeah, literally that goal took me 2 hours and 56 minutes.
That is a long goal.
Yeah.
He seems to be stocking up on weapons, but I'm not sure why.
Yeah, he's like just doing the full any percent route right now.
Just for the weapons to kill the things, maybe, but like it seems really silly to go for that right now. Maybe
Yeah,
he.
I mean, they need 2 goals. Probably would focus with full rubber and
side quests,
stasis, and then leave Urbosa as a backup. But you know.
Yeah.
They do need 3 goals.
Yeah, Crazy's working on the rubber set.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Thor. Oh yes, Thor has shown his favor.
Nice. Thank you, Sean, for the gift sub to Senor Tapir.
I love how you say his name with your Brazilian accent. That's very similar to Spanish. It makes my heart happy.
Oh, I'm glad.
I was in a Tapir raid once, and it was like, oh, the mispronunciations were just sandpaper on my ears.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people call him Senior Tapir, as in
like older,
old man Tapir.
Senior.
Yeah,
exactly. All right, so Future is killing Guardians. Fun fact, I don't think I would choose a turret, although it did get a nice amount of parts, but you get more for stalkers, right?
I mean, I think the ones that give most are the flying ones.
Really?
Yeah.
The Skywalkers or Skywatchers? Or
Skywatchers. I think so. Happer.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was. No, that hurts my ears. That's thank you, Tapir.
Okay.
It's the stalkers that give you the most parts. Okay.
Senior Tapper.
I don't think Future realized that he did not die on that explosion, so he didn't really need to reload.
Interesting. All right, the Crazy's got 2 out of 3. Lit is in Hateno, getting the camera. And Future is still just here in Castle. It just, again, seems really silly.
Does she have the cores
maybe
already,
it is the right call.
or
No, but I will say they are, there are shrines that have them statically.
Yeah.
Two of which are one wind bomb or one BLSS away from plateau.
And here we have Master Koga with his very, very long introduction.
So I guess, I can understand this for future. If you go for what you need for Ancient Weapon, Bow, and Shield, you're surely going to get what you need for Stasis Plus, right? Like you're shooting for the moon, or you're shooting from the moon, and you're gonna land amongst the stars, right? Like
I can.
maybe
see
that's
that.
what he's kind of thinking is like, wait, why not just like go straight for Ancient Weapon, Bow, and Shield? Because I already have camera, and so it'd be an easy Stasis Plus grab. But like I don't know. In a lockout situation, though,
yeah,
it's just a little risky.
Yeah, because if Lit is faster, she might snipe him on the stasis. She knows where to find the cores.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, you can stand on Skywatchers, so...
You can?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he gets a giant ancient core, which is necessary for Ancient Weapon, Bow, and Shield, but not necessary for Stasis Plus. Now, I will say it doesn't hurt you. Well, no, it definitely helps for Ancient Weapon, Bow, and Shield. You need 2 giant ancient cores.
Yeah.
So that is good RNG. It's just not the RNG that maybe we need for the shorter goal, but yeah, he just really collected all his weapons. Now he's just gonna pick off. He's got 9 ancient arrows. So
if he was looking for
all of
giant
the
cores, he wouldn't have got it.
Yeah.
Why is Gracie in the woodland?
Ooh, wow. This is hairy. What did he even get from that? These moblins are trolling him hardcore.
Oh.
Like he can't even see. If you throw a bomb, would those materials get blown up? I don't remember. Like he's just warping away. He clearly didn't get a core, so I don't really blame him. It is a little sad to not get any of the.
Maybe Crazy doesn't know where the Thunder Plateau is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe that's it.
He seems to be looking for something.
He has to know. He's an MVC like Lit, who definitely knows.
Yeah, at the very least, Lit knows. So... Okay. Oh, he's at Seren Stable.
Wait, has Crazy run all shrines?
Think so, yeah.
So he has to know about Thunder Plateau. It is, yeah.
And Crazy has also done at least one full run of Hundo.
Maybe he just got a bad BLSS and I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of the right direction, but kind of not. I don't know.
Yeah, but like if you're all the way over at Seren Stable, maybe it's just better for you to warp away and try again.
Yeah. Stompy taking advantage of the Yiga hideout while he's here. Pretty smart. Especially knowing that he's eventually going probably for ancient, or the opal earrings, Probably smart. And Future grabbing one of the best shields in the game. Because the moblins there broke his pot lid, so... It's nice. A dual BLSS going on.
Jammie Waffles.
Yeah. So Lipbook's going to castle. Not where I would have gone for the 2 cores, but maybe again. They are doing, you know, like, yeah, it works. They're definitely cores there. And Futurelander, is he going for Dig Dog suspension? Yeah, he is. This is where one of the cores is Dig Dog suspension bridge shrine.
This is a test of strength, right? Modest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Minor, actually.
Minor, yeah.
Minor.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, with how stacked Future is, doesn't even need to try the skip.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Whew. And then, yeah, there's another core in Kami Attack, and then another in Kaiwan. There's lots of choices.
Oof. Okay, yeah, he got it.
Yeah, interesting he's going for the skip. But, yeah. We see people in bingo, they always do what they're more comfortable with, so... And it usually pays off. Jason, bang their heads in a more difficult method.
Yeah.
To you and I, yes, that would be more difficult, but not to them.
Hey, look, I don't need this sort of call out in that Sunday afternoon.
Love the way he said it. Alright, so Future has 1 core and 1 giant ancient core. At least on the core count. And Lit has 1 too. Ooh.
I love you too, CB.
All the love going on.
Oh, Jason.
In the meantime, Stompy has got a pretty awesome cutscene coming up. You know, he'll skip it, but you know, it's a pretty awesome cutscene. And Crazy is headed towards Thunder Plateau. Woo!
Hell yeah! Finally at Thunder Plateau.
It's alright. I'm sure you knew what he's doing.
Oh, look at Lit. It's about to turn over Guardians and get a nation core. Now she just needs to go.
Oh, she got
nice.
Oh,
she has Kaiwan, and Future has Kami Attack. Oh my gosh.
This is gonna be so good.
Okay, so let's just I'm officially looking this up. I know from yesterday.
Yeah, she got another one.
You need 2 cores for 2 regular cores for a weapon, right? For ancient weapon bow and shield. For Stasis Plus, you need 3 regular cores. Because all of the upgrades at camera are all 3 of something, right? 3 shafts or 3 gears or 3 screws, right?
Yeah.
So, oh my.
Oh well, no,
Future
this is great.
is warping. Wait, no, he isn't. Wait, what's happening? I'm not sure. Does he have? I didn't think he had 3. I thought he had 2.
Yeah, me too.
So he's thinking about where to warp. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So we might see another snipe from Jammie Waffles.
Yeah, I'm excited. That would be great.
I'll be happy if it comes down to the ancient weapon. goal.
Mm.
It'd be fun.
Come on, Lit.
All right. That's
It's warp.
3.
Let's go.
She's warping. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what a snipe. Let's go. This is so exciting.
Meanwhile, Futurelander,
Don't fall behind.
he's grabbing some pulls maybe, or just a BLSS spot. Yeah, it's a BLSS spot. I think he's probably going for Kaya 1. He had Kami attack and he had Dig Dog. Or no, he's going for another Guardian. Okay, I mean, put it up to RNG. But either way,
He only needs one, so it's not that bad, but still.
no, pick up the other parts. Pick them up. Okay. He can't hear me. I know he can't hear me, but his conscience must have gotten into him. If we need to see Ancient Weapon, Bow, and Shield, he would have regretted that so much. You need 30 of one of the
Man.
parts. 15
I think it's
Jammie
of others.
Waffles
It's a ton.
with
Oh
the
my
epic
gosh.
comeback, though. Like,
Yes,
wow, they
10
were
10.
4 goals apart.
Yeah,
This
that
is
was
amazing.
a cool, yeah, great comeback. Yeah, and a third snipe from them.
Good job,
Now
Ryu,
and
kind of. Maybe.
And Crazy is slowly finishing the full rubber set. So
Apple freezer. Nice try with head
Get out of
hands.
there.
Let's try.
head hands.
I'm currently seeing 2 hands in my head. Like 2 wrists and 2 thumbs, and then just heads.
Right. It is very good, though, that Stompy went for Urbosa's Fury as early as he started it, because that is going to take a while.
And it's going to be interesting to see what, Crazy does after Feral Rubber set. The best thing for him to do would probably be side quests.
I would try to rush side quests if I was him, yeah.
Or would it be to start on Ancient Weapon, Bow, and Shield? Because it's not like Lit really has a benefit to that, right? Like she got cores, but she's gonna need 2 more cores anyway for. I don't remember getting a ton of things yet. Oh, what is the right call here?
Lit might be going for Flint, I think, because she's about to get the hammer.
Okay.
But yeah, as soon as Crazy's done with this, I feel like the right call absolutely would be just go for side quests. Because he's already gotten at least 5.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
And
see. He's going to the plateau.
I think he did
Oh,
the
what a snipe!
fire arrow thing.
For Futurelander, no! Futurelander just got to Farron and was about to get the helmet, the rubber helm.
So he just got sniped, and then he went for another goal and got sniped on that.
Sniped again! Holy shit.
Well, at least he wasn't, like, halfway done.
Yeah, can you imagine if Crazy had delayed that marking? And Futurelander had 2 of the 3 parts or something? Like, that would be extra tough. I mean, there is an argument for delaying marking, but oof.
Well,
it's hard.
It's risky because if you delay too much, then you get sniped.
Yep.
So, yeah, I guess.
Searching Flint
Side
is rough
quests,
if you can't do stuff. Without transmutation, I don't like that goal at all.
Oh, maybe Lit is going for opal earrings because she's
Yeah,
doing the Vitalis.
That's what I would assume.
Is Future just starting Ancient Weapon, Bow, and Shield?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. But they would still need to like land 3 of these goals, while Jammie Waffles needs 2. So while he
Well,
does
but they have
stuff,
Urbosa's Fury.
Yeah.
practically.
And your teammate has Opal Earring, so it's either it's either Ancient Weapon or it's 12 side quests, right?
Yeah.
And he
And I-
knows that
he
Crazy
knows...
already has 4 side quests. So
Oof,
maybe
yeah.
So maybe he decided to.
There are 3.
He also knows that Stompy is like preoccupied with doing a divine beast, so he's probably gonna be unavailable for a little bit still.
Mhm.
Lit should go for ancient weapons in your opinion? I don't know.
Well, she doesn't necessarily know that Future has a lot of
Yeah.
parts already. I don't
That
know.
is true,
Yes.
Jason. We often forget about the DLC side quests. They are side quests. Why do we forget about them so easily? Huh.
I
Just
personally don't
Majora's
count
Mask
them.
is very
Yeah.
easy, but yeah, when I do play with, I don't do those.
Personally, I think doing the DLC side quests, the side
Just
quest is
one.
cheating. So
But if the DLC is allowed, I don't know.
yeah, even so, like, personally, I think
Oh.
it's at least a little bit dirty, you know?
I personally don't do those either when I do side quests. I do real side quests.
Okay.
But
Well, I'm not gonna. I
But
mean,
yeah, to
Crazy is
appear
gonna have several of legitimate side quests
as it
anyway. If he does
stands,
like a couple, like I wouldn't. I don't
yeah,
think he will, but if we see it, I wouldn't make him unmark it
yeah, absolutely.
because it's not in the rules. So it's
Yes,
something that
absolutely.
we will have to
It's
talk about now that that's a thought in my head. But
as it stands, it's currently just a gentleman's agreement. Nobody does the chests
mhm.
as side quests, and there's really no reason not to, really, but we just don't do them. So yes, to appear technically, currently those are allowed. It's basically that, yeah. I
Yeah.
would think
I would
that
think
would
that the
be like
That-
Ruby next to Mag and like
the phantom armor for
the
Or if you
phantom
can
armor.
use, yeah, if you can
And
use
basically, yeah.
the armors, but not use the side quests. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah.
think.
This has to be Stompy's last terminal or second to last terminal. He's gotten quite a few.
I think it's the last one.
Yeah.
Well done. Take a good overcome.
And how prepared is he for Thunderblight? Thunderblight in this arena is just not fun.
No.
Is Future Lander
But-
just checking to see what he needs? Like, as in looking up at the store?
Oh, stop.
Funny enough, I literally just updated that spreadsheet yesterday with the requirements. Like I literally just did that yesterday. So if you have the spreadsheet, you have a list, but I don't know.
Oh, Crazy didn't talk to her twice.
So he's still getting.
Yeah, because you need to talk to him, but to activate a couple of the quests in the
Yeah, several of them
Kakariko.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
What we call the bingo cheat sheet. It's not really cheating, but
It's Zimpar's cheat sheet, Apple. You're familiar with it.
yes, yeah, definitely. Certainly. So it looks like, did Stompy leave to cook more?
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Probably
Yeah.
make more attack up food.
He had bananas.
Did he talk to her twice?
Mm, I mean, since the marker isn't like glued to him, like super close, I would think so. Because the quest marker updates when you talk to him but twice. If you talk to her once, it stays on him, but
Yeah, because you didn't finish the quest.
exactly.
This
Come
thing
on,
is fast.
crazy, just do fire
Watch yourself.
quest, fire arrow quest, and the cuckoos, and then you're up to.
6, 7.
No, it would be more than that, I think.
Did he
'Cause he
do?
had
Oh, he did.
4
Yeah,
cuckoos,
he
and
did the.
then the helmet,
He did some out of the. Oh yeah, right, the helmet.
and then the chest in Kaiwan too. So he already, like, before getting to CAC and really starting out the quests that don't involve the children, he already has at least 6.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
no,
he'd
he
be up
didn't.
to 8.
He is talking to her for a second time now.
Ah.
Because he went to the girl and she wouldn't give her the quest. I give him the quest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Future is. What is Future doing?
Getting money, I would assume.
Maybe? He's in the castle again, I think. Yeah, he's in the castle again. I don't know.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
well, there's a
getting
chest
stuff.
there. I don't know what is in this chest.
Like gold.
Oh, money. Okay, so maybe he's getting money.
Mm-hmm. Unintentional swag strat indeed. That was a nice kill. All gold rupees. GLODDIES %. Oh god. Did not know that was a thing.
Me neither.
Bosa's Fury? Or
Oh, yeah, he's done with her.
Stompy? GG's?
I don't know how Lit is doing with her flints.
My guess is probably not even close, because Flint is annoying as fuck to get.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay, I wonder what Stompy's gonna try and do. Probably blurring earrings too, right?
I'm guessing because he has a war point in Gerudo.
Hmm. Opal earrings plus.
How many opals do you need for the upgrade?
She's got 6 Flint?
She needs 13.
Yeah. Oh boy, yeah, I was gonna say 3, but I wasn't sure. All the ton. Where are there places that have static flint? No, crazy. Don't waste time with that. That's not gonna work.
There's one on the plateau, like near the Shrine of Resurrection. And then there are 2 stables who have static flint that I know of. It's
Mm-hmm.
Serene and Snowfield. And then
Right.
there's one in a chest in Doolin Peaks. Those are the only ones I know.
Yeah, it's still like not enough, huh?
Nope, that's just 4. But there might be more, but I don't know
I'm
any of
pretty
them.
sure there are like quite a few places where you can find like static flint, but it's like too spread apart to like matter, you know?
Yeah, they're not close to each other.
Yes, Maracas is a side quest, but you do need a Korok to complete it.
True.
Wait. Is that Satori? I think so, right?
I think she is.
It's
This
weather
one
is
that
kind
the
of.
Lord of the Mountain is there? Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
I think that's what's going on.
Oh, I didn't see what he picked. Okay, he's got 3 cores and still just one giant ancient core. Man, there is a static one actually
Needs
in
2
Akala.
Koroks?
He needs 2
You don't need to
giant.
send them to the forest. You just need one to like get the first thing.
Yeah, the quest is completed. Just yeah,
That's
But,
true. It's one.
just the one.
And another ancient core, but not a giant ancient core
Man.
for future. I mean, he really only needs one more, and there is a static one.
That's true,
But
yeah.
does he know that? But does he know it?
That is the question.
And yeah, I mean, this is not a bad plan because he's still got all those ancient arrows and he's still got plenty of stalkers to kill. So, I mean, he's got plenty of materials to get. Plenty. And the rupees. That's something that actually is what killed me yesterday because my synergy was
You
that I
need
had,
rupees?
yeah, you need 3,000 rupees actually. Because you need 1,000
Wow.
for each of the parts. Yeah. It's pretty brutal. My synergy was that I was getting the Zora full set as well, and I was like, oh, I'll be able to sell. I knew you couldn't sell the Goron or the Zora, like the main swimsuit, right? Because obviously, she made that for Link, right? So like you can't sell that, right? I thought you could sell the other 2 parts. No, you can't even sell them. The greaves and the helm, nope.
Oh, I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yep, they're considered well, and I knew that they were main. I even knew that they were main armors because of Hundo. They have to upgrade them in Hundo, but that didn't get through to me. I couldn't sell them. Ugh, such a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a fast way to get money, depending on if he has the war point, would be to go steal the 500 from the fairy guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Did he grab the diamond when he was in? He was in Kamyatak earlier. Did he grab the diamond? Or no? Yeah, Kamyatak. Yeah. I don't know if he did.
I don't remember him grabbing the diamond in Kamyatak, but he got the diamond from Satori. And I think he's only got one in the inventory, so probably
So
not.
funny enough, the people that have the weapons to sell or the armor to sell are the people not working on that goal. Because Stompy has the full barbarian set, which would be a lot of money, and Crazy has the full rubber set, which would also be a lot of money.
Yes, indeed.
But
Yeah, I think it's like 600 a piece. Something.
Yes.
something like that,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. That would be correct. And Lit is having some one unlucky time with getting the final pieces of flint that she needs. I think she needs 3 more, right? She needs 13
Ooh.
in total.
Yep.
She needs to, oh yeah, for the upgrade, yeah, 13. It's 10 to get the quest, and then 3 to upgrade.
Okay, she needs 4 more.
Yeah, I think Stumpy is also working on the earrings.
Yeah. Oh, I think he just lost a piece of flint.
Oh,
And Lit's still with 9 pieces. It's
is the opal earrings the one of the free ones, or do you have to buy them?
Ooh, good question. Chat, honestly, I can't think
it
of
is
it
one of
off the
the
top of my
free
head.
ones.
Okay, Jason
Trying
says
with
it is.
wisdom.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Sean, thank you for the gift sub to Floof.
Fluff.
Oh, yeah. Not sure if it's floof or fluff.
Fluff, floof.
Oh, that's funny. We were asking about the
Okay,
opal
yes,
earring.
yes, it is
Oh,
as close as it looks.
we were,
It's-
okay.
I feel like it's topaz that's free though, because okay, if you think about it this way, it's either you get cold protection, you get heat protection, or you get like electricity. Yeah.
So,
So it's
topaz, ruby,
topaz,
and
ruby,
sapphire.
and
Okay.
sapphire. So
So
sadly,
you
it's
need
not.
3 opals to upgrade it, but how many opals do you need to buy it?
That's a good question.
And I think it's 100 rupees.
Well, you could sell the topaz, ruby, or sapphires. You know, you could whatever you do get for free, you could sell for the rupees.
Yeah.
So that's not a huge deal. You do need the initial rubies to get into Gerudo if you're lit, because she's not gotten the clothes yet, which clearly Stompy has. He's wearing them.
Right, I forgot about the Gerudo set. She still needs to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, did he really just already get the... So
No,
the
it didn't. It doesn't
reason...
have all the money that he needs.
He just threw his axe at the at them.
Oh, to
I can't
Jaren.
remember. I
Jaren.
can't remember her name.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. He didn't have room as an inventory. Now, the reason that Jason is saying no, blade saw, is because the no, he still did it. The parts overlap less if you go for blade saw. Because blade saw requires, I think it's screws, which like no other parts require. So,
And screws is easier
yeah.
to get.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I had 53 screws yesterday. And it was driving me insane. I was like, I don't even need these. Ah! Can I trade them somewhat? No, that doesn't exist. No flint for Stompy. Not even opal. He's not even picking it up. Is he gonna reload? I wouldn't blame him for reloading.
Just gonna leave it there.
Are we going to see ancient gear before opal earrings? Probably at this point.
Which
Oh
is
my gosh.
it's funny how maybe Upton the ancient stuff is gonna get marked before the earrings.
Hmm.
Hopefully not the side quests.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully not the side quests. I'm
But I
surprised
don't.
though,
I'm
because
not sure how many he still has to do.
yeah, I'm surprised he's like in Farron.
What
Like,
other side quests are in Farron?
yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Because like I can think of a few in Hitano that are basically just talk to NPC, you know. But in Farron, I can't think of one that you don't actually have to like have some effort.
Maybe let's go to Lurlin?
Maybe.
That does have
Oh, maybe. Oh,
2 or 3. Well, there's the combat quest. Take back. No, that's not take back the sea. It's the other one. I can't remember, but there's
yeah,
another combat one that
Okay.
requires you to beat out some
The-
enemies out there.
the one with the sheep.
Yeah,
Oh
maybe.
yeah.
But no, that's take back the sea, I thought.
No, Take
No,
Back the
that's
Sea
Take Back
is the
the
one where you
Sea.
destroy a
Hitano?
camp.
Yeah, that is in the
And
water.
And
Okay.
Sheep Rustlers is
Sheep
in Hitano.
Rustlers. Thank you. Okay. It is take back the sea then. It's
Oh,
not
that's
Sheep
side
Rustlers.
quest. Okay. That's an easy side quest, but it's
And yeah, he's doing the Gifted Nightshade too, which
Yeah.
is funny.
Hmm.
It just takes a little bit because of the talking to the NPCs.
Yeah.
It is easy though. I don't blame him.
Wholesome quest though. We support.
And hey, love, right?
It's fun to see different side quests, so.
Mm.
I was disappointed when I did this side quest in my casual playthrough that there was not a side quest related to the Heartbroken Lake.
Same.
And yeah. Like because you even like when I got to the Heartbroken Lake, I knew where the other one was, and the guy was just there, and I was like, why can't Link tell him where to go? Like just go over. You're on the wrong hill, dude. Like climb up that hill.
It can be
Like
like a camera quest, right? Like it could be like a thing. I could go and take a picture of
yeah,
the right one.
Oh
And then...
yeah, yeah.
could have
Take a
easily
picture of that
been.
one. Yeah, that could have been. Could have been.
Well, we're gonna have to make it a side, or we're gonna have to make it a new goal. Take pictures of both the Heartbreak Lake and the Heart Lake. Yep. Just to stick it to Nintendo. We can make our own goals here. So Future is doing this shrine. I'm guessing there's a core that I don't know about, maybe?
But
Probably.
In the shrine? Probably?
Alright. Crazy got the 12 side quests. Now it's
Ancient core.
basically a matter
Giant
of
ancient core, I
earrings. Yep.
And thank you for the good luck. Our players cannot see the chat, but I will pass it on to them.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, good call.
Oh.
There's some Heartbreak Lake is a good one.
Good call.
True, I forgot there was fairy there.
Sean, are
Yes.
you adding these to the spreadsheet or am I?
Oh.
All right, I got it.
How are we doing on the flint? I lost track.
I've also lost track of that.
Yeah.
Yep. There's so much to keep track of.
Yep. Um,
Are there ores up here, or is there another static flint maybe that's going for?
I think there are maybe ore deposits around here she can go to. Or maybe not. I mean, there are some ore deposits in Lake Hylia. Yeah, but I think she went to the deposits below Stasis already. And correct me if I'm wrong, but like ore deposits aren't like trees that if you reload and like destroy more trees, you get
It's
more
probably
wood.
Stumpy has the
a
Elden
blood
Tower.
moon.
He could, I think, no? He could go to Elden and break
Well, he's
some
got a collar.
ores.
That I mean, that's really close.
Yeah, but he also does have Elden. So yeah, he could if he wanted to. Maybe like get a fire proof elixir and like just make your way into there, you know?
I just remembered he had the Elden Tower.
Future having to take care of some stall enemies at night again. Hard for me to see exactly what his count is. Oof.
So Crazy is going for the
But
camera,
this is a
so
good
I'm
spot.
guessing he's starting the ancient stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, awesome job. GG's on those side quests. Crazy. I missed that. Oops.
At least 5 more springs.
Getting plenty of gears.
Hmm.
Literally. Oh my goodness. All the gears. Yeah, this was a suggestion yesterday that I forgot to go for actually, was running around both this graveyard of, well, graveyard, quote unquote graveyard of ancient enemies, and also the
Stumpy
final
forgot
memory.
to change.
Yeah. Fort Hateno, right? That's a good spot to
Hmm.
get these parts.
Yeah, I definitely did not consider that yesterday. It was very silly. Oh, looks like Stompy forgot he changed
Yeah,
out of his clothes. Oh, yeah.
yeah, he forgot to change. But
Is
I guess he has everything if he's going back to Gerudo.
does he have
We'll see.
everything already?
But does he have like everything? Like, you know, he's still, there's 2 locations
Unless
required. You've
unless
got
he
to
only has the 10 flint.
you've got
Maybe.
to get the part, and then you've also got to
Oh, maybe he doesn't know that you have to like complete the quest.
Does he know who she's outside? Maybe he doesn't know she's outside of the...
Yeah,
this
probably
is
not.
weird.
Like, man, Lit is so close yet so far. Like,
Yeah.
she just is having the worst luck.
Yeah, he
I don't
definitely
know
ran faster.
how many flint she still has left.
And she doesn't have that warp is the other kind of tricky thing too.
And she doesn't have the
Mhm.
clothes.
Yeah. Oh
Looks like
man.
Crazy might just be like supporting her. Like it's probably a better, is it a better play for him to, no, he's playing again.
Maybe he was
Like
just looking up what
yeah,
he...
exactly. Like keep her going, but
At this point, they know that they need to like complete. Like their best bet is like go on both goals at the same time, and like
Yeah.
keep Lit like more focused.
did
So
Stampy find the,
he found her, but he didn't do the quest, so I'm guessing he didn't have enough flint.
I don't think he had enough flint. Yeah, I think he just looked up how much he needed to upgrade, and now he's gonna start getting the 10
Yeah,
flint that he needs to.
yeah, I think he thought he could just buy it And then he just realized he has to do the quest, so he needs like 10 flints, and it's not just 3. He needs 13.
Hey, there's no flint in here. Is there a
Just
flint in
added-
like the old man's hut? There's the flint
I
like
don't.
below.
No.
There's a static flint at Snowfield, and there's a static flint on the plateau.
Yep.
Closer
Yeah.
to the talus, but I can't think of any others off the top of my head.
Yep, Stompy just getting more ores.
Oh, was that? Maybe not.
That was flint, but
If
also...
you have the camera, which he doesn't, but Lit does, I would take a picture. Is it worth it to take a picture of it and put the sensor on it? Like, just to make
I
sure you're
would.
not
I would
missing
try
anyone?
that.
Like, yeah.
Could, but I don't think he does have the Sheikah
Yeah.
sensor plus.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably another one or two. She doesn't need many.
It
It
doesn't
works
work
for
on
deposits,
Oh.
Sean. So,
Oh,
like you could
I
look
see.
up for
Just deposits themselves, but not if like a fin, yeah.
exactly. So Stompy is actually having a terrible time right here because he's blowing up stuff, which makes the ore fly away. And I think he lost at least 2 pieces of flint just by them flying off.
Yeah.
He found the one. Okay.
But he didn't grab the opals.
I think he has enough opals though.
Maybe he's got enough. Huh.
Okay. Well, he has enough to upgrade. I don't know if he has enough to also buy it.
So
So
yeah,
I'm
maybe
sure you
not.
need some to buy it, but I'm not sure how many.
I think we're gonna see a far east BLSS from Crazy here. He's going straight east around the map to get to Akala. I like that. I like that strategy.
Oh yeah, the dog percent strat.
It's 8
8
opals
to
to
buy,
buy and
3
3 to upgrade.
Oh, okay,
5 to
so there's like
upgrade.
a
Wow.
lot.
Okay.
You need like a
Yeah.
lot of opals.
Yeah, and
Okay.
he just passed on like 3 opals that were there. He didn't grab them.
I saw that lit like a while ago. Last time I like focused on the opals, she had over 5.
Yeah, I noticed that she had a lot, but I didn't see how many exactly.
A lot.
Luminous time.
Yeah, that is an interesting strategy as well as going for certain taluses. Igneo have a slight, it seems, chance for flint maybe. But rubies more too. And then frost for obviously opal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Igneo Trouble with Igneo though is that you'd have to like go into Elden.
Yeah, actually into Elden too. Like not even, it's you gotta go into the hot part.
You can't
then,
you can't even hang around around the hot springs for that.
And you
so-
need the ice arrows for the talus too.
Mhm.
Too badly. Yeah, we'll see if Stompy's. This is the talus that I was talking about earlier. Actually, funny enough, the one on Bridgeland.
Mhm.
It's a rare one, I think, too.
It looks like it.
Crazy's having a hard time with his BLSS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, is that enough of a stomp to?
Oh yeah.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Link.
I'd rather do.
Oh, wow. Well, we're seeing both at the
Any
same
day.
time, so there you go.
On this board.
Wait, what bow?
It was.
Does Stompy
it was a-
have? It's clearly not the Knights of the.
golden.
Yeah, okay, it's clearly not, because it's, as I say, this is a. I think by now the soldier's bow would be long gone.
Hmm.
Chipping away. One shot at a time.
We do what we gotta do, you know.
Yeah, shame he doesn't have any multiple shots. Oh, crazy. Oh, wow, still.
Yeah, Crazy is really having a hard time here.
This is where I would say just wind bomb to the
Yeah.
other area over there, but I mean, I don't even know of a spot for sure that would work.
Well, I finally got it.
Oh, 0 flint from the Stellas.
Yep. Okay,
Yep.
let's got one more flint. Let's go.
How many does she have now?
Who knows?
Probably 10.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Okay.
13!
13! Let's go!
13!
Alright.
13!
Great.
Ah!
All right.
Okay. Almost
Oh
there.
my gosh. And plenty of other gems to sell for the money, so that should not be a problem, at least.
So hopefully she has
that was my main complaint with the ancient bow weapon bow and shield, is that I had all these extra parts because I was, farming for certain parts, but they're really not worth a ton of rupees.
Yeah.
Like a core only goes for 80 rupees. Which is less than a ruby? I was like, what? Rubies are so much more common than cores. In at least
Yeah.
my experience. I think they might go for better Mon. Maybe. But, ugh. Was rough.
Alright. Alright. Let's see. Come on, let's get the BLS.
She only has 7
Almost there.
opals.
Oh no.
I would... Oh, but you need 8 to buy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man, this is gonna be cruel.
Or to get out there and find that out, yeah.
There's an opal in that
Maybe-
chest right there.
Oh my
too.
gosh. No
Yep.
way. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. The one in the pond?
Yeah, that one is an opal.
Wow. I mean,
Yep.
maybe she's planning on dropping down here in the canyon. There's a couple ores. Maybe she's planning on that, but I don't know. Actually, yeah, right, the shrine that's right by the Gerudo Canyon stable. There is a good amount of ores right across the way from that, right?
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what she's doing, is like, okay, I'll get my last ores there, and then it's an easy, I'm like right next to Bashkala. I also wouldn't blame her for just going straight to Bashkala, but I'm getting started on that. Good job, game.
Nice. So the question remains too, though. Like Stompy has some opals and amber and whatever. Does he know how many exactly he needs?
I don't know. Good
Well, if he didn't know
question.
about the quest, I don't know if he knew about. Well, maybe he looked up how many to buy and upgrade, but he didn't know it was a quest.
Hmm.
But I don't know how many opals he has.
I mean, it is very clear in the cheat sheet. It's super clear. So, 200 rupees, 8 opals to buy, and then 10 flint to get the quest done, and then 5 opal and 3 flint to upgrade. Whew.
No luck at all.
Oh,
Okay, one
Future
flint.
just got the ancient weapons, so it's down to the opal
Oh my gosh,
earrings.
you really did! Wow.
Pulls
Nice
up the
job.
trade. Does Lit not know that she could just go like straight into the other thing and Gerudo Town and then come back? I mean, I guess she needed to
It
sell
looked like
stuff.
but it looked like she was going to originally, and then I don't know, she must have dropped down.
Yeah, she dropped at the bazaar
Huh,
for
okay.
some reason.
Future said, "I hate this so much."
And yet he's the one who's completed a really hard goal. Oh, Crazy just
Oh
got,
shit.
well, it's okay because he just got sniped anyway, so.
There's not much Crazy can do now though.
No, there's
It's kinda
nothing.
sad.
No, it just has to wait.
Sit and cheer on your teammate who's going crazy, like.
Maybe he can help her by looking stuff up.
Yeah.
Stompy better have those opals because he's completely bypassing opals.
Yeah, so yeah.
I mean, at least we have stuff to ask about in interviews, right?
Yes! Oh my gosh. If we have players left to ask questions. Okay, he had 13. He had 13.
Cool.
It's just Flint. That's it. Oh my gosh.
Didn't see how many flint he did have.
I didn't. Alright, got 13 apparently. Alright, Lit has made it to the guy who tells you about the stalker, which means now she can talk to the stalker. The question though is who has a faster upgrade spot?
Wow.
Do they both have
they need.
Kakariko?
I think so.
I don't remember
I don't know
Stompy going to Kakariko. I don't know if I remember Lit going either, though.
Yeah, Lit
Oh, they
did because
both
she has
probably went.
stasis.
No, that's-
She has stasis plus, so she did go
Oh, yeah,
together.
clearly. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. Clearly.
But I don't remember if Stumpy did. He's not the one who did the fairies, right?
No, he's not.
So
Future.
It was Future.
So I'm not sure if he did. Oh, well, he has a warp point in Akala.
That's
Oh,
true.
yep. That might be the easier fairy for him then.
Either that one or the desert one. That would quest up BLSS.
To get to Terra is I think it's a little too far, and if you don't really know exactly where to head from a BLSS, you might just get lost in the desert, which is
That's
really
true.
not ideal.
My first time using BLSS to get to that one did not go as smoothly as I thought because of the map, glitching out or whatever. The
storm, the sandstorm.
yeah, the sandstorm. Yeah.
Stompy currently has 12 flint. That is
And I think he knows
Like,
about the
you
chest
can
in Dueling Peaks
still-
because that's exactly where he's
Yeah.
going.
I don't blame him. Get static one.
Man.
Alright, so Lit is talking to the correct woman for Tools of the Trade.
Oh, maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't.
Oh, he grabbed one. He just
But
got one.
he got one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got a
Yep,
flint,
yeah.
but he didn't know.
He was really going for this really close to the chest, so I thought.
Using the warp to say same. Alright, so Lit has her ruby circlet, not like she needed it, but you know, allows her to see if she can go over and buy. Go in the store, in the store, go in. It's right there. Just walk in the store. Does she not know you could just walk in the store? This is something that
I think she's just trapped in a mashing session.
no, in the store,
No.
she doesn't know. Oh my goodness, I don't blame her for not knowing. At the same time, though, because in Hundo they don't do that. They don't go in the store.
Okay, she's
Okay,
going in the
she
store
figured it
now.
out. Okay, figured it out.
Well,
Game.
oh, she can't interact with it? Oh,
What?
she has to wait. See,
Has to
I
wait
hate
for
these.
her
Oh
to
my
go.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
and
no.
now
They're
Okay, she
buying at
doesn't
the same
have-
time. Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, she really didn't have the. Oh my gosh.
She doesn't. Oh yeah, right. She doesn't have
No,
eight.
she had
Oh.
7. She really didn't. I was hoping she
I
just
forgot.
magically did.
Forgot she only had 7.
Future Lander with Skyrim scored. Just decompressing on some Skyward Sword. It's fine. I'm fine with it.
Future, you're still on stream. Nah, I mean, let's just watch the starting sequence of Skyward Sword. Like,
Oh, he's starting it.
yeah.
I'm providing entertainment.
Lovely.
You're doing the community at
Oh my gosh.
That is hilarious.
At least he's still in
But
Zelda.
Stompy has the barbarian clothes. Rupees should not be a problem for him.
No, yeah. And he only needs 100 now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's just crazy. Oh my gosh.
And yeah, Stumpy has all the opal he needs.
If yeah, it's sad. If Lit had everything, it would have been such a race.
You
Yeah.
okay, hold on,
They were
can
buying the at the same time, so.
Man, that is so unfortunate. It's gonna be one hell of a snipe.
you can't sell the barbarian armor?
Can you?
Huh.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought you could sell almost all the armors.
Well. Huh. Yeah, let's take a second and be amazed that this game actually is still sub 2, right? Like, ow, with these long goals and all of
Yeah.
that flint. I mean, they did spend looking at the Bingo Sync chat and seeing like, okay, the last time they marked, okay, Stasis Plus was, yeah, that was a long time ago. Wow.
And
Oh,
GG's. We have a game.
Wow. Put them out of their misery. Welcome. GG's.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh,
my
welcome,
dude.
welcome.
GG's.
Welcome.
So many good
GG's.
snipes at the end there.
Oh my
GG's,
God.
guys.
Oh my god, that was so
Oh,
bad.
Future, I just have one thing specifically to ask you. How does it feel to like be sniped out of a goal and then immediately after be sniped again out of a second goal?
It did not feel good at all.
Do what?
Especially because it was so close. Yeah, so tell Lit how close you were to Stasis Plus.
I was too close.
And
Yeah.
then Ridgeland Koroks.
I was on my 5th one, about to get the 6th.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And then he goes for Muo Jim, which Crazy then did.
Yep.
Nice.
It was a really bad sequence for Future.
Yeah. We all found more opals than we did. So ugh.
I found all the opals and but I wasn't picking up flint because I thought I only needed 3 flint because that's what I read on the cheat sheet. But I didn't know that you
Yeah.
needed 10 to open the thing. So I had it all and I was at Gerudo and I'm like, oh crap, I need flint. So I went around and I like killed this Talus with just my bow and it took like 2 minutes and it didn't even drop any flint.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
Or deposits are the best way to get flint, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah. It was terrible.
This was a good match. It was like an amazing comeback from
Yeah,
Jammie
you guys played
Waffles.
so yeah, Jammie Waffles coming back from a 4 deposit like twice. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Shout
I
out
also got-
to the Decayed Guardian that gave me a core.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I was like not expecting that at all.
I was like, let me just try before I go shoot. I'm really bad at shooting Guardians. I suck at it. So I was like, let me just try.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask kind of early game decision. Towers actually kind of took a longer than we kind of expected. That's been a fast thing.
Yeah.
Were you guys
It was kind of well, I knew I wanted to go for towers because I just knew I could get towers while getting the labyrinths. So I was doing the labyrinths in between towers and I thought like if they saw me get Gerudo Tower that they'd think like, oh well, he's gonna go for 4 towers, so then they just leave it alone. That was kind of my thought.
Precisely right.
Yeah, it did work. Yep.
Strategy
And
worked.
I had that same thought process with like after I got 2 labyrinth shrine quests, I'm like, okay, they're probably not going to go for barbarian set now, so I can chill out a bit and do other stuff.
And then another interesting delayed thing to me was the Kill Coliseum Lionel.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah,
that snipe.
Also, it's
I died on my first.
we
Yeah.
saw that.
That was
You ran out of stamina and
Did
just
you?
fall damage. Yeah.
I think I just assumed that I'd pulled the paraglider before shooting it, so I didn't bother pulling the paraglider afterwards and just like crashed into the ground.
Yep.
And GG's to Future for knowing all of those ancient arrow locations in the castle. Did you use all of your ancient arrows, Future?
I think I had 1 left over.
One left. Wow. Crazy. You got really lucky actually with that one giant ancient core early on. It's just that's when you needed the ancient cores for Stasis Plus. And then later on, we weren't getting any cores, and so that's why you went to the spiral shrine quest, right?
Yeah,
The
I
vortex,
realized that going to shrines would probably be quicker than wasting all my ancient arrows.
And did you already have, is it Daha Show that's over Terrytown?
Yeah, I had that.
Because I think that has one too, actually. It is another test of strength, I believe, but it does actually, have a giant ancient core. It's a minor, apparently. Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Crazy. What went into your side quest decisions?
Well, I saw the 4 side quests and was like, well, we can just do all the Coco ones really quick. And then Katla decided to like play hide and seek when I requested tag, and I don't know, she disappeared in tag, so I had to leave and come back. But I was going for Katla because I know she would give me the rock salt, which is an ingredient in crab risotto. And so that's what I ended up doing. I got another one of my side quests just like happened as a result. Oh, like doing the rubber set got me another side quest.
Thunder Magnet, nice.
Yeah, the Thunder Magnet. I feel like I'm missing one that happened in I was really confused about the like arrow lady one. The cheat sheet says nothing about having to talk to Impa first on that one.
Oops.
So yeah, and that was just like, what quick things can I do? So I always remember Riverbed Reward because that was the final quest that I completed casually. It was just, I didn't know where to find it for the longest time. And it's the easiest quest possible. So like went and did that.
It really is. That's true.
Went and did all the ones around the Dueling Peaks area because, you know, that's the end of Hundo. I've seen that many times. All that good stuff. And then the like Gift of Nightshade one was just one last one I knew was close by and quick to do.
Nice. Yeah, we were a little surprised just because the NPCs take so long to talk, but it's good to see it.
Sometimes just knowing what you need to do, even if it's not the fastest, is better than like trying to complete some side quests that I don't actually remember.
Right.
It's true.
That is very true.
Yeah, that's why I think Lit got her acorn so quick, is because she knew about that spot in the ruins. Oh yeah. So many acorns. Oh, and the Koroks too. Yeah, the 5 Ridgeland or the 6 Ridgeland, that was awesome because you like went for a tree one, and then Link didn't, of course, because he's Lunk, didn't grab onto the tree. And so, but instead of reclimbing the tree, you just knew about another Korok that was right next to it. So that was good. That saved you from a snipe, possibly.
Yeah.
It's really close. Well, I imagine you guys are good. Yeah,
I was just surprised that one stayed there for so long, because it took me kind of a while to get there. Yeah, because I did the Korok trial first.
Yeah, and like nice wind bomb on that. I don't even know that setup. I usually just run because the test of wood is one that you can just run straight through it and arrive at the end.
Yeah, that's Bing's setup. You just like what I have written in my notes is wrist of tree, because the tree looks like a hand and you just aim at the wrist.
I see.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, speaking of what you guys are headed, well, where we're headed, Jammie Waffles, great job, GG's on the tournament. This is the end of your journeys. What's next for you guys? Anything?
Finishing up school.
Yes, that's right.
Graduating.
Oh my gosh, graduation! That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Thanks for being part of this tournament, even with that coming up. Wow.
Thank you. No, it's been a lot of fun, and yeah, that's why I haven't been as in on what's happening in the Breath of the Wild community recently. But hopefully, after I've graduated, I'll be able to be a little more engaged again.
Cool.
Looking
forward to it. And Lit, you're a community verifier, so I know you're always around that capacity. But any other runs you plan to do, or just continue practicing your Granatus?
Yeah, I'll just be slowly doing Granatus.
Awesome. Yeah, if anyone's interested in watching that, I highly suggest following Lit Books. And crazy, I don't think I've seen you stream recently, but we'll definitely hopefully see you a little bit later after graduation.
Occasional All Dungeons stream recently, so that's what I am just now learning.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, give a follow to them. And then GLODDIES, you guys are moving on to fight Morbius Sweep. How do you feel about that?
Who's in that group?
Mikey and Noman.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mikey and Noman.
Which they've been around in the community for a long time.
Yeah.
Which doesn't exactly mean, I mean, they have got like, a huge head up on Bingo or anything, but they just know the game pretty well.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Cool.
Interested to see how that goes.
Yeah. Noman actually taught me any percent, so.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, I remember. That was.
There you go. The student fighting the teacher in Bingo. I like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, speaking of our next match, it could be any of the next 3 matches that we've got coming up. Oomfies versus Mind Goblins is our semifinals in the winners bracket match. Swallowbow and Phantom Empire is also a losers round match being scheduled. They're all looking kind of like they'll be scheduled for next weekend. But the culmination, no matter which teams kind of end up being the last 2 teams, is going to be the weekend of June 17th and 18th, or 17th and 19th, because that is when Bingothon is having their, I should say, spring/summer, I guess summer, early summer charity marathon. So we will see the final match happening sometime within that weekend. And there's going to be actually a sneak peek of that schedule for the marathon happening tomorrow on this channel at 5 p.m. Eastern. So in about 23 hours, come back to this channel and you will see a sneak peek of all of the amazing bingos. I mean, we're talking bingos from any game you can imagine. There's bingos from so many different games coming to you very soon. So we'll invite you to follow the channel. I'll be back for that tomorrow in about 23 hours. But in the meantime, I believe we like to raid one of our own community members. You have any news on that? Yeah, player 5 is an option. He's working on MSR very steadily. He was in an MSR race yesterday and then actually did MSR for Games Done Quick today. So he's been on that grind. Oh, yep, and join our Discord. Well, any final last goodbyes, peoples?
No, thank you for a great tournament. Thank you to all the organizers. We had a lot of fun with it, and good luck to Stompy and Futurelander in your future matches.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're off.
Run, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I am incredibly amazed by the donations we have received. You guys are the best.